I believe in effectiveness. If you are going to target something, you have to hit the bullseye. Not to the left, not to the right. You have to hit the bullseye. That's the only way you can be effective. That's the only way you can effectively dismantle your target. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to let you know straight up from the jump, I don't believe in saying fuck the police. Not at all. I want you to look at all the incidents and all the tragedies that's been happening with the killing of black people, the black female and the black male. There's only one perpetrator, actually two perpetrators. Actually a perpetrator and their accomplice, but they're both perpetrators. It's a white male police officer and a white judge. Those are the two perpetrators. You can have your opinion. Oh my gosh, he just said white. He's trying to make it a racist thing and all that other stuff. That's perfectly fine. But the facts are, and the facts will remain, that it's white police officers and white judges that are the perpetrators. Not all the police. I know a lot of us have had good encounters, and a lot of us have had bad encounters. Just because you had good encounters, you can't always say that, okay, all the police is good or police are good. No. You have some good police officers, and you have some rotten police officers. But as long as they're in the same basket, they're all rotten. But I'm going to go straight to the bullseye, which is the white police officer, along with with their accomplices that sit in courts and sit in judges' seats. The white judge. When a Mexican police officer pulls you over, or a black police officer, or Asian police officer pulls you over, I know a lot of you don't fear too much. They'll rough you up, give you a hard time or whatever. But when a white police officer pulls you over, I know it, can't lie to me. You put down that music and you fear for your life. I know it. You try to act all white. You change your tone just to speak good. I know you do it. Because you're afraid. They are the perpetrators, so let's stop beating around the bush. That is the underlying issue, the underlying problem with the crimes that the police officers commit. That is the problem. White police officers, and yes, I said it. With the white judges, yes, I said it. And next thing I'm going to talk about are the people that always say, oh no, protesting is bad. Fighting will never reach a solution with fighting. Fighting back is not good. Fighting this. People in Baltimore, and then there's always complaining, always saying some stupid stuff. Notice that in everything that you're saying fighting back. You know what fighting back is? Fighting back is no other than self-defense. I'm going to give you a little history lesson. Your own country, America, was under the dominance or the supremacy of Great Britain. In order for America to be America, they fought back. They fought back with words and they fought back with arms. My country, Congo, Patrice Lumumba fought for independency. And the Congolese people fought for independency. Ethiopia, a country that was never colonized by Western society, they fought. Cuba, they fought for independency. So don't tell me or don't tell anybody else that fighting back is not going to solve anything. Martin Luther King fought. Malcolm X fought. Yes, they were totally different strategies, different God-given strategies. But nonetheless, it was a fight. It was fighting back. Because they both died for the cause. They both died for fighting back. And to all those that say, oh, black on black crime, oh, this, and always trying to devalue the fight of the black man, no matter what it is, there's always many people, a lot of black people that always have to try to devalue the cause or devalue the fight. All I have to say to you is this: when a brother or a sister and a sister, or when a family's having issues that's going on in their house, that is to be discussed and handled within the households and the people in the family. When you have guests that come in and guests that are coming from, I don't know what, wherever, coming into the house, That guest has no right to go ahead and disrespect my brother. Like if I was having beef with one of my sisters or we were going at each other, I don't care what the guest sees that's in our house. That guest cannot come to me and tell me, oh, well, yeah, you did right. Your sister's this, your sister's a bitch, or your brother's a gangster or a thug. This is what he deserves. Yeah, I'm going to knock you out. Because it's not your right. You don't come into the household and start dissing and disrespecting my family. No, that's between us. Just because we disrespect don't mean anything. That's why we're a family. We have elders that will come and we talk it out and we'll forgive each other because we got love for each other. You ain't got love as a guest. The guest doesn't have love like my like brothers and sisters and have love for each other. And I don't want y'all to get it twisted. It's not that I have hatred for white people. It's not even that. I don't even hate white people who have hatred for me for the color of my skin. I don't at all. But what I have a big problem with is a white person that has hatred for me and exercises that hatred, meaning you prevent me from getting a job when I do everything the right way. Meaning when I'm trying to build something, you just come out the blue and try to destroy what I build. That's a problem. When you're trying to kill me, that's a problem. And you best believe I'm going to fight back. The media and all those other people that try to devalue the fight, they're trying to turn us, the victims, into criminals. Malcolm X said it, that's what they'll do. And that's true. And I want y'all, I'm going to give y'all an illustration of a rape victim. There are many people who have been raped, male and females. And a lot of times we ask ourselves, but why didn't you go to the police? Or why didn't you say this? Or why didn't you do that? So that way the perpetrators could be handled like they're supposed to be handled. You know why? Because the rape victims get all the blame. We blame the rape victims for being raped. No wonder they're not coming out. Black people have been raped. And it's time for us to come out. It's time for us to fight and stand together and fight. And I'm not talking to you out of hatred at all. There is no hatred. There's anger. Yes, there's no hatred. I'm fighting back because of love. When a soldier goes fight for his country, he's not fighting against his enemy because he hates his enemy. He's fighting for the love of his country, the love of his kinsmen. I'm fighting for the love of my brother. I'm fighting for the love of my sister. And with that being said, we're going to go on to the next topic. Here in Dallas, Texas, a woman calls for police officers to assist with her mentally ill child, to take the child to go get some treatment. I'm not child, my bad, but a young man. I call him a young man, a young black man, to go get treatment, a child to the mother, of course. The police officers come knowing well that he's mentally ill. And guess what? The two police officers, being white as well, just had to put that out there, kills this son in front of a mother. They could have easily tased him. They could have easily handled him. But they killed him. Not even giving him a fair shot. They killed him. And you know what? Of course, the accomplice, which is the white judge, or the judge, let them go for free. Let them go. They're gone. They're good. They're not indicted. That's a problem. That's a big problem. And don't come to me with your intellectual speeches and big words and your intellectual slanders to the cause of the black people. Because you intellectual folks that want to use big words, only thing you're doing is feeding your ego. So you can show people, oh, well, I studied well. I don't think that we should do that. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X were intellectual people, and they fought. And for all those who are righteous people, so-called righteous people, God people will be like, oh, no, we can't fight. We just got to pray. We got to pray. Let me tell you something. Jesus himself says, there is no greater love than he that lays down his life for his loved one or for his friend. Jesus died laying down his life for us. I'm going to quote to you something else as well. Say in the Bible, a knight can prepare for battle, but it's God that gives victory. So I want you to understand this, for you righteous and religious, and I don't want to fight. If you want change, and if you want to keep your peace, you're going to have to fight. And if you want to pray, okay, pray. That's perfectly fine. If you want to pray through it, perfectly fine. But you better pray with your combat boots on and your soldier uniform and you ready to fight. We have to build with one hand and fight with the other hand. And for those, and for the, and I want y'all to know, for black people who have a lot of hatred and want vengeance, that's going to kill us. In martial arts, they say do not fight with anger. You know why you don't fight with anger? Because you lose focus of why you fight. But if you fight with love, you stay focused. You stay focused on the reason why you fighting. And because you stay focused, it fuels your energy, it fuels you up to continue to fight. Because you never lost sight of why you're fighting. So yes, I'm fighting with love. I want us to stand in protest here in Dallas, Texas for that mother. That mother is crying day in and day out, mourning because her son died. A lot of people, a lot of you may think, oh, he's irrational, I'm irrational and all that other stuff. That's perfectly fine. I don't care. Because the day you lose the loved one or you see one of your loved ones mourning a loved one's, I want to see how much your rationalism will hold. When you see your mother, your brother, or your child dead and justice is not served, I want to see how rational you will be. History repeats itself. And I believe history repeating itself is God giving you another chance to make the right corrections. So what are we going to do as black people? And I'm an African, 100% African. But I'm going to fight as well for my black people here in America. Why? Because I'm black and they are my brothers and they are my sisters. This goes to Africans too. Je suis africain. 100% africain. Os en prendre. Non, moi la clean. Os en prendre. Moi na eu peine. Just as you're an African man, you're an African woman, you are just as much in this issue as any black American person. Do not think that you're superior at all. Because if a white police officer pulls you over or you call for assistance from and a white police officer comes, best believe if they so-called fear for their life, you're going. What are we going to do different? This is what I believe and what I know. An army is composed of many factions. In the army, you have a lawyer. In the army, you have even a president in the army. That's what you got, a president in the army. You have engineers in the army. You have nurses, doctors in the army. You have businessmen in an army. We have to stand as an army, as businessmen, nurses, whatever you play, whatever part you play, we have to work together. And one thing that every faction has in common is that every single person knows how to fight. A lawyer has to go through the training using his gun and all that stuff and knows how to fight. Everybody has to know how to fight. We have to stand up from the different markets we're in or the different careers that we're in or whatever. We have to stand together and we have to fight. We have to support our black police officers that are scared of their own lives. And all they wanted to do was clean up the streets and do their job. We have to stand up for the lawyers. We can't keep putting people down. We can't keep putting each other down. We're going to fight for our brothers. If you a gangbanger, forget all this trying to kill me. Forget trying to kill another black brother. Forget all that stuff. This is not the moment for all that stuff at all. Right now, white police officers, the only color that they see is black. While you fighting over red, blue, yellow, green, whatever, they fighting over black. Do you understand me? A lot of our brothers and sisters have been incarcerated wrongly. And if you are still naive to the facts that are going around, the facts that are going on, that some white people that exercise hatred for the black person, they're trying to show you supremacy and trying to show you dominance, then you can go ahead and try to live your life and whatever and meet the standards of the white man. That is perfectly fine. Go. But we as black people, we have to march and we have to build. I'm talking about everything. I'm an artist. I love rapping. But the rapping stuff, we can put that to the side. We got to do what we got to do. I got to speak my mind. And my music is also going to reflect my mind. And those who know me, I will speak my mind when I need to speak my mind. That's not a problem. We have to stand up. Africa. Tous les Africains partout au monde. Alors, au lieu de partir pleurer pour Charlie, Charlie Nani, Charlie, je ne sais pas comment il s'appelle, Charlie Hebdo, Soki Nani. Faut pleurer pour faut pleurer pour ton frère qui est noir. Ce sont les Occidentaux qui viennent dans nos pays, qui pillent chez nous, qui viennent prendre notre argent, et puis quand on vient ici chez eux, tu sais ce qu'ils font? Ils nous traitent comme des chiens. Ils créent des guerres. Ils donnent des armes aux gens qui sont ignorants, qui sont faciles à manipuler. Donc ce combat que les Noirs américains qu'ils ont ici dans leur pays, c'est notre combat aussi. So we have to protest. Protest for that mother that is crying day in and day out. Let's all wear black in support of black is beautiful and black is strong. And I want to tell you something. I've heard I've been observing a lot of things, and I heard some people say, oh, well, if we say black power, why can't white people say white power? Let me tell you why white people cannot say white power. Because white power is followed by dominance and slavery and tyranny. Every time white power is said, white power is shown with hatred and forceful hatred. They've killed a whole ethnic group of Indians. They killed and enslaved black people. You've never heard somebody that goes say black power and seeks to dominate the other race. We don't want to dominate the other race. We black power because we seek to empower each other to do better for ourselves. When white person says white power, you know what that means? They're trying to dominate you. But once again, do not hate a white man that comes to a white person that comes and shows you love. Do not hate them. That is love right there. And if you a white person and you want to join the fight for Black Lives Matter, come and join the cause for Black Lives Matter. Do not come up in this Black Lives Matter and try to turn it into All Lives Matter. That means you are devaluing what we are fighting for. If you have a white friend that has no problem walking around with the sign that says Black Lives Matter, that he loves you, and you got to show him love back. We can't keep playing these games. The video shooting of people dying is not working because these white police officers are not getting indicted. It's time to show force. We gotta build that Black Wall Street, like Dr. Boyce Watkins. That movie that they make. We gotta build Black Wall Street. My black brothers, you guys are smart. You guys are strong. Let's stop treating our women like bitches and all that other stuff. We gotta stop that stuff. We gotta fight for our women. These are our women. We gotta fight for our children. And the only way we're going to do that is we come together and we have to fight. Everybody has their different religious beliefs and all that stuff. That's good. But right now, this is not a fight that's about religion. This is not a religious warfare. So keep all that to yourself. I'm a Christian, but I'm willing to die for my Muslim brother. I'm willing to die for my atheist brother. I'm willing to die for you. I'm willing to stand in the front line for you. Because at the end of the day, we all have the same issues. economical issues, the financial issues, emotional issues. They attack us all on all levels. So for all the pastors that are out there, I know your job and your job or your job is to go ahead and preach the gospel, preach the good word. I know it is to fight the good fight. But fighting for your black brother is also a good fight that you must take on. Martin Luther King was a great example. He loved God and he preached the gospel, but yet he fought for his brother as well. So do not be insensitive to the community. Do not. Fight for your brother, because at the end of the day, all that you're not holier than nobody is holier than nobody. All my church folks and people who believe in God and in Jesus Christ, stop that. Because you are just as affected by this violence and by this white supremacy than anybody else, whether he believes in God or not. Because your children go to white schools where it's mostly white people and they are treated as niggas and all that other stuff. They are looked at as thugs. It doesn't matter if you have a suit and tie on, you can still get killed by white supremacy. It doesn't matter if you look geeky and you please the white person, you can still be killed by white supremacy. Standing up for yourself is not wrong at all. And to my queens, I sincerely apologize on behalf of all my brothers. Forgive us for allowing y'all to be hurt and allowing our enemies to go ahead and murder you guys and rape you guys, especially to that girl that died in Chicago. They were walking away. Police officers just straight up shot them in the back for no good reason. A young boy was found hanging off a noose. We gotta see that's what I'm talking about right there. We need more black cops. And not only do we need more black cops, but we need more black support. That's our problem. We lack support. We must support our black cops that are doing the right thing. For you guys, for you black officers that helping the white officers and you accomplices and stuff like that, today you better pick your side. Choose you this day who you will have love for. That is my message for you. It's not a message of hatred. It's just a message that will rally up your soul and your spirit. And to all you artists, especially to all you artists, because I don't like a lot of you hip hop artists. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just don't like you rappers. A whole bunch of it. I don't hate you. I just don't like you. And to the consumers, you have to hold us accountable. You have to hold us accountable. You can't just allow us to go ahead and take your money. Know that every dollar that you invest in your money in us entertainers. And if an entertainer can't say, you know what, forget this, I have to be by the people's side. I know it's a fine line, and I know a lot of artists they seek the fame and the money. Of course, they don't want to jeopardize all that stuff. I don't care. I don't really seek the fame. I don't care for the fame. The money I like, but forget the fame. I don't care about the fame, and I don't really care about the money as well. But it's time to stop playing games. If you want to be a black politician, you better be a politician for the people, and we're gonna support you. If you're going to be a lawyer, then we're going to support you. We need a coalition of lawyers. We need a coalition of nurses. We need a coalition of entrepreneurs. And we all need to work together and stand as an army. Fight with the left hand and build with the right hand. And it's not about black supremacy. Forget that. So all supremacy is evil. I know I come from a country where I only have black presidents and stuff like that, so I'm not used to seeing a white. When I see a white president, I'm like, what the fuck? Excuse my language. My bad, mama. My bad, mama. But yeah, yeah. I come from a country all black, so I'm used to seeing a black president. It's nothing to me, and I know that even with a black president can come death and tyranny. Trust me. So no black supremacy. Let's fight with love and let's stop all that bullshit hating each other like that. It's not necessary. Pepsi got love for everybody. If you don't like me, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I like you. You're cool. You don't care. Just keep your heads up. And we have to stand strong. And we have to protest here in Dallas. Let's dress all in black. Let's go protest. And not protest and negotiate for justice. But we're going to go demand justice. Because that mother needs justice. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love.